Pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Best of luck trying to handle the pressure wrestling game of this individual who has really taken the division by storm. And as was the case for you oftentimes in your career, even when the opposition knows what's coming, can't stop it.
Yeah, because this kid has so many different ways to attack you in the wrestling realm. Unfortunately, John, he has not developed the striking to that level. So if you can keep him up right now, we've seen everybody deal with it. When you can't get that takedown, what's left for this guy?
Yeah.
Does this guy still believe? How does he operate in those moments where he doesn't really know what to do? We're going to find out tonight, because this is his toughest fight to date.
And he said he slept in his singlet last night for good energy.
I love that.
Can't be comfortable.
I love that.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dan Henderson.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Good.
Well, he's competed at welterweight, middleweight, heavyweight, but he's realized his most success as a 205er, and another big spot for the biggest power threat in the sport, Anthony Rumble Johnson, back under the lights here tonight in Las Vegas. Early action here in round one, and a nice front kick there by the kickboxer. That seemed to back the wrestler up a little bit.
Yeah, and that reaction tells me that the kickboxer needs to do it again, because it seems as though the wrestler is now going to accept fighting at this range, and that will allow for him.
That's right over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
All right, so there it is. First takedown attempt by the wrestler, and the kickboxer is able to... Oh, he's in a world of trouble now.
Oh, nice right hand.
Huge block there. Johnson doing a nice job staying upright here. Now a kick to the body.
mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Man, this is wild. If you like offense, these fighters are going at it.
All gas, no brakes, baby. Let's go. Oh, my goodness, what a kick.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and kick your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. And a miss with the right hook.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Johnson. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
On to the mount.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Johnson. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life in the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, that swelling, folks, is not from sodium. That's from a serious ground and pound attack. Oh, and there it is, maybe the seminal blow we see.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, right in the mount.
20 seconds to go in round one.
Let's go. I need you to posture and attack.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Johnson's now dealing with a cheek cut. Posture. Oh, and there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Do you believe two strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up?
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Now he covers up as the hammer fists are coming. All right, side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body. I'm just trying to make you carry my weight. I don't necessarily want to be here, and I don't know if this guy wants to be here right now. He will use this to try to get to the next position.
Don't want to be there for more reasons than one.
Don't want to be there. I don't want to be there on the bottom.
Nice technical strike there, and oh yeah, that shot cut him open.
Yeah, you can see it right there. The blood starting to trickle down. He can see the work paying off now. He'll start to target that cut.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Henderson going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 46 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dan Henderson!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But
yeah.
you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing